Hello, and welcome aboard WhalePod to another episode of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm your Captain Whale, and today I thought we'd get a little bit ahead in recording so we can try and avoid a repeat of what happened last week with needing to skip posting an episode due to being under the weather. If I can get a little bit of a backlog here, at least on a game like Mass Effect that I do know like the back of my hand, that would be just perfect. Today we're going to have our formal introduction to Uncharted Worlds. As looking at a map of Elatania here online, I have discovered that Elatania is a very strange and important world that I did not want to explore off camera. So now we're going to bring a couple squad mates with us. We want to make sure we have someone techie with us. Doesn't matter who, because they all have master electronics and master decryption. So, we're gonna bring... It's been a while since we've had Caden with us. We're gonna bring Caden and Rex. This is gonna be the only time we fully explore an Uncharted world on camera. And we won't even really be fully exploring it. I'll be cutting out the distances between points A and B. First things first, we're gonna be heading to a point... Oh, we gotta assign some points because Caden's been out of the party for 6 level ups. Yes, you're seeing that correctly. We are level 39. We've been doing this incredible thing called side questing. Do not worry, Mass Effect does, at very least for their bosses and tougher enemies, scale things closer to player level. So, Caden, you get to join the Master Barrier Club. And we'll give you more in medicine. Rex has everything assigned already, as does our shepherd. Now, map. This question mark here is going to be our first destination. We're going to put a flag right above it so we can get navigation to it on our mini-map. We're going to show you the first one, the route to the first one. But after that, we will be pausing the recording, and I will be back when we reach the other points of interest once we have pinned it into the map. Oh, just a quick reminder, we will be also still, I also still would like you to watch my, my personal story video when you have time. It is very important to me. I would like your help in spreading that as far and wide as possible, WhalePod. But I don't want you to just blindly spread something without knowing what it is. So, give it a listen. It's completely listenable. This details my experiences with a pretty heavy topic. There will be a card for it appearing on screen in the next few seconds here. Or down in the pinned comments, there will be a link if you are watching this on a platform where cards do not appear. Once again, I do think this video has the potential to help a lot of people, so let's just do the best thing possible and get it out to as many people as possible. Now, down here, we see strange ruins with a strange sphere in the middle of it. Whatever could be up with that sphere? Prothean ruin, recover. And examine the mysterious globe. Examining the strange Prothean artifact reveals a small, irregular slot on the underside, remembering the strange trinket you received from the Asari Consort on the Citadel. That's why we needed to get that trinket, because this is a very deep lore little side thing we find here. And in order to do that, you didn't necessarily need to use Paragon on Septimus and Cora's Den, but I do believe that does help you get the information that will help rescind the Elcor diplomat's complaint with the Consort as well. But the requirement to get this pendant is you must have done both Septimus's complaint and the diplomat's complaint, resolved both of them before reporting back to the consort. You pull it out and place it into the slot. The ball explodes in a brilliant flash of white light, momentarily blinding and disorienting you. Slowly your senses return as you wake from a deep sleep. You are alone in the forest. Though you are not far from the caves you share with the others of your tribe. There is a pain and a small lump in the back of your skull, as if a chip of flint has been forced under the surface of your skin. Leaning on your bone-tipped spear for support, you rise to your feet. A sound draws your attention upwards, where a strange creature hovers high above you. It is unlike the birds you hunt by the lake's edge. It has no head and no wings, yet it somehow flies. It is a beast of shining silver, hanging motionless in the sky like a cloud. You sense it is watching you, studying you. Raising a hairy fist, you shake your spear at it in anger, and the creature rises up quickly until it disappears from view. With a satisfied grunt, you make your way back to your caves and the rest of your tribe. You fall into the familiar patterns of life: the hunt for food, the struggle to claim and keep a mate, the battles against other tribes that would claim your territory. Days roll into nights and back into days. Each time you rise from sleep, there is the sensation that you are not alone, that some other is with you, sharing all you see, hear, and feel. At these times, your hand goes to the strange lump at the back of your skull, and you remember the silver creature in the sky. The air grows colder, winter falls, you must range farther for food, clutching the furs tight against you to ward off the chill. It is on one of these long hunts that the strange bird returns. You hear it before you see it. Its call a deafening roar as it descends from above, swooping down on you. A single great eye opens on the underbelly, a glowing red orb. You try to run, but a finger of red light extends from the eye and engulfs you, and all goes black again. You wake in an instant later to find yourself on Elatania, lying on your back. The Prothean artifact looming above you undamaged, and your companions standing over you. They help you to your feet, puzzled. There is a flash of light, and you just sort of, toppled over, one explains. Are you okay, Shepard? The other asks. You don't answer right away, wondering at the implications of what you have seen. The memories of a Cro-Magnon hunter, captured by an implanted Prothean data recorder. How long did they study the primitive humans, observing them and analyzing the results at their base on Mars? And what, if anything, did they learn from us? I'm fine, you finally reply, realizing this is a mystery you will probably never solve. Forget about it. So, that is the whole, deal with that, amulet from the Asari, well, that pendant from the Asari Consort. It is a look into the past of humanity, in particular to how the Protheans interfered with our evolution. Now, let's just chart our next destination. We're gonna head north. Right about here. But before we cut to the next location, I'm just gonna say that in the Mass Effect universe, there is a sect of humanity known as interventionary evolutionists that believe that all the god myths of ancient civilizations are in fact misremembered encounters with aliens. And sites like this little Prothean ruin here on Elatania don't exactly make those beliefs any, well, more far-fetched. In fact, it adds evidence to that, to that fire there. And now, with that, we'll have a brief commentary on, yeah, these uncharted worlds really reek of the era where they were created, also known as 2007. So, we'll be back when we're at our next location. And we are back at our next location. Trekking in our tank through the mountainous highlands of Elatania, we have arrived at a palladium deposit. Heavy metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of palladium. We have a journal update from that as well. Let's get back into the Mako. First, the journal update. The update is, the survey is complete. We have surveyed a total of 25 light metals, 20 heavy metals, 26 rare earth metals, and 10 gases. This is all before undertaking our second tracking down Saren mission. So, you too can do this all before your second tracking down Saren mission. We also have complete here, we have enough Prothean artifacts for the UNC Prothean artifacts collecting assignment, enough Turian emblems, in fact more than enough Turian emblems, and enough Asari writings. And the only collection that I do not believe it is possible to complete before your second tracking down Saren mission is locate signs of battle, but you can get close with 8 of 10 necessary League medallions and 4 of 3 necessary Solarian ID tags. As you can see, that mineral deposit was not marked on the map before we tracked it down. They are marked on the map after you track them down. Our next location is going to be a quick and easy one, heading to this this bit of debris. And we'll be back when we're at the next location. And we're back right next to this big old hunk of junk. This crashed probe is salvageable. Begin manual bypass. High Explosive 8 and Combat Scanner 7. I do believe these will scale based on the level you are as far as what level they are. Now that pile of wreckage has turned into a point of interest. Now let's find our next mineral deposit. I want to say there's only 2 here on Elitania. Yes, there are indeed only 2, and the second one is located here on these slopes by our primary objective. And also, looking at the map, I'm looking up a map of Elitania online using the Mass Effect fandom wiki. There are 3 locations marked 5, 1 marked 4, and 1 marked 1 that are all related to the quest to the side mission that takes place here on Elitania. So, going right past where we need to go to get to this next mineral deposit is going to be a good thing. Now we'll be back at our next mineral deposit. We're coming back at you a little earlier than normal, but just to show off that even though they don't appear on the map when you're looking at it in the menu, when you are close enough to an unsurveyed mineral deposit, it will have an icon on the map. However, this is only displayed when you're in proximity, so if you don't know where they are, it can be a lot of trouble finding these guys, particularly of how mountainous all these uncharted worlds seem to be. Alright, gold deposit. Heavy metal surveyed. You have successfully surveyed a large deposit of gold. There is one thing I do want to say about these deposits here as we drive back to our main objective. And I say drive back as we are close enough, I'm not going to cut away. At first, when I started playing Mass Effect for the very first time, back on the original non-legendary edition version, I was like, why are these deposits all just big lumps of rock just seemingly jutting out of the ground? Well, most of these worlds you land on, aside from ones like Elitania here, have very little to no atmosphere. So it's very likely that large pieces of space rock, such as meteors and other things, would not break up on entry. And as such, these deposits are the cores of meteorite impacts. Here's what we're looking for in this mission here. Sorry, Pyjax. These previously alive Pyjax that we just squashed in our tank, or I don't know if we squashed in our tank or if the probe flattened on impact, are examples of, well, space monkeys.
This is the surveillance drone, but where's the data module?
A monkey-like creature seems to have made off with the data module.
Guess we're doing this the hard way.
So, let's go to our trusty map. We now have a whole bunch more locations marked on our map. That is our point of interest, the engine debris. Monkey colony. This one's close enough. We'll keep talking along the way. We'll probably cut out for the others. What we are gonna say is that I think you guys can see why we haven't been showing off these Uncharted worlds until now. They're kinda procedural, not a lot of stuff going on there. Here we have living Pyjaks. One thing we have done is we have gone to a few other planets where we've seen, well, one other planet where we've seen alien fauna before. I'll probably show it off later when I'm doing a run around of all my favorites of these Uncharted worlds, but for now, the Uncharted worlds are most likely going to be limited to, and by favorites I mean like scenery and stuff, which I have been compiling a list of a few that are cooler than the others. So probably before we head to the final mission, we'll do some, well, I don't think we can do before the final mission. I think it'll have to be before we go to the semi-final main arc. Oh, that out there is still just the sphere. Well, I'll compile a list of all my favorite Uncharted worlds and we'll go there then. But for now, we're just gonna chart a course to our monkey colony, and we'll be back when we're there. And we're back at the next monkey colony.
Shot.
Remind me to stay on your good side, Commander.
And you can just kind of do that to these poor space critters if you want to. We're just gonna search these few remaining monkeys. But what I was trying to say in that ramble at the last monkey colony is that there is one other planet we've discovered with some exofauna on it, or some xenofauna on it. And it's probably some of the funniest or most memed upon xenofauna in the series, so we'll be sure to show that one off. Now, I don't want you to see which monkey colony we're going to next, so we're gonna cut out now and be back at the next monkey colony. And we're back at the next monkey colony. There's a very specific reason why Rex is so, well, jovial at us killing these poor little Pyjaks here. It's because they are an invasive species on Rex's homeworld of Tuchanka. They got on board some freighter from a world where they're native and have been spreading across the stars like that. So, most Krogan end up killing these little guys on sight anyway. We're gonna leave a couple alive to search for our probe. Discovery, the monkey doesn't have the module. It says that like such a matter-of-fact way, like the game's calling you an idiot for frisking the monkeys. Now, we went to the farthest west monkey colony first because I've played this game before, and I know for a fact that the module is at this monkey colony. So if you do play Mass Effect on your own and do just want to skip the unnecessary monkey colonies, you can just go right here to this one here. And we will be back when we are there. And we're back. There will be no intentional monkey violence here.
Heading out.
Take cover.
Why'd we draw our weapon on a monkey?
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
I don't think there's any more monkeys we need to search out here. Wait, monkey to search. Where are you, monkey to search? Doesn't have the module. So, let's, investigate in the mine. Entrance console. This mine's likely going to be overrun with monkeys. And there's no hazard out here. The hazard does have a specific reason for existing on this planet. We'll read through the planet's bio once we're done with our monkey frisking here. I'm not gonna not grab loot just because I'm on camera. Oh yeah, speaking of some, sorry, used to Genshin Impact controls there, guys. No need to draw your weapons on my account. We've, at least for shotgun and pistol, purchased the Spectre gear available from the Spectre requisitions, either in CSEC or on board the Normandy. In our case, on board the Normandy. They have, well, I wouldn't say unparalleled damage, but definitely higher damage. Go deeper to find more monkeys. Just monkeys in here for a change. That's a refreshing change of pace. Last couple times it's been husks, and those guys, now they're not so tough. Now they're just, bull rush everything down. Ooh, some rank 8 items. Oh look, the monkey didn't have the module. Didn't have the module either. Doesn't have the module. What about you?
He dropped the data module.
It's a miracle the data module is still intact. Joker can transmit this info to Alliance Command.
Armageddon 7, a fancy name for a shotgun. Kovalov 7 and Naginata 7. Shotgun, assault rifle, sniper rifle. Oh, and you get a little bit of experience just for picking those locks. Yeah, the biggest thing that's gonna make this a little bit easier.
Lost shields.
Okay, we are getting attacked now. Let's, give a throw here. I guess the Geth were behind shooting this thing down, and we're coming to reclaim it from the Planet of the Apes. More back here, it would seem. But no more.
All targets down.
That's what we want to hear. Now we can check down this side passage here. But oh, we won't make you watch through that or the slog back to the Normandy. That is the end of this planet. Now we're back on board the Normandy. I just wanted to read a little bit about Elitania in general. A warning, a level 1 toxic hazard. Why is that? Elitania appears to be a world eminently suited for colonization. Sadly, appearances are deceiving. It is covered by a verdant carpet of mosses, algae, and lichen, and possesses a thick oxygenated atmosphere. But the animal kingdom is a web of microscopic symbiotic creatures These are impossible to filter from the air and necessary for the native life to thrive. Unfortunately, they also cause anaphylactic shock when inhaled by a non-native life. In short, settlement requires either fully sealed environment suits or replacement of the entire world's ecosystem. Some have proposed limited colonization at altitudes above the symbiote's range, or in areas where favorable winds keep the air clear. Orbital distance 12.6 AU, or astronomical units, also known as 12.6 times the distance the Earth orbits from the Sun. Orbital period 34.4 Earth years. Radius 8,864 kilometers. A day length 35.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 2.1 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 13 degrees Celsius. I want to say that's either 9 or 10. No. Anywhere from 8 to 10 degrees Celsius cooler than Earth. And surface gravity 1.2 Gs. So 120% of the gravity we experience here on Earth. Now, there's another uncharted quote-quote world we want to explore, so we'll be back when we're there. And we are back and ready to stick the landing. The moon landing, that is. Our next quote-quote uncharted world is the moon. We're gonna bring the 2 humans with us. This is human business, after all. So, Ashley has some points to spend. Let's just max her out there. Get her some more assault rifle training. Now, plotting a course to this debris here. We'll go for a quick moon rove before we just go to skipping things. Definitely looks moonier. And there's the closest we can get to Earth in Mass Effect 1. In fact, the only Mass Effect game to ever let you land on Earth. It doesn't have any hub to visit on Earth, as Earth is a mission rather than actually explorable. But out here we have a funny little Easter egg. And that we have CCCP Luna 23, a Soviet space probe that crashed on the moon. And apparently we can salvage enough raw material from it that we were able to get those 2 weapon upgrades from it. Now, we'll be back when we're at the Alliance training ground. Because we do have a mission here on the moon. That would be UNC Rogue VI. A Rogue VI has taken over an Alliance training ground located on Earth's moon. Alliance Command needs you to eliminate the VI. We are close enough that we are now taking fire, even if it's just pot shots from the automated defenses. And we didn't even take all of our shields and damage. All three of these can be entered into. Let's start here. Alright, look alive, humans. All these Alliance training drones gone haywire are causing us a bit of a problem. Eight objectives, 4 in each room. Four down. Let's, shotgun will probably get through these a little faster than a pistol would. Looks like you get a little bit of poisoning when you're a little bit too close to these guys. Lights on the optical mainframes flicker and die. The first 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. That's the whole thing here. A virtual intelligence is gaining limited self-awareness, threatening to become an AI. So, since AI research is illegal in Citadel space and humanity is part of the Citadel, we're being sent in to take it offline before it can become a true artificial intelligence. Turian armor, and a pistol, as well as 22,000 credits. Oh yeah, that's the thing. We had over 800,000 credits when we splurged on this Spectre gear, which took up about half of what we had saved up. Second bunker. Caden's glitching out and for some reason is still poisoned. Pistol, shotgun, shotgun. Right, guys. That's a level up for everyone. I received this mission a while ago, but wanted to save it for on camera, so I think that's good enough proof that these enemies do scale to our level. So it's not going to be a super breeze, other than we are going to have some higher leveled talents and powers going into the later portions of the game. Kinetic barrier fields powering up throughout the bunker complex. Some barriers, they go down to one shot from this thing. Second of 3 computing clusters containing the VI is offline. And why did I expect anything less than there to be barriers here now? Another crate. More level 7 weaponry. Always good to have more weaponry. A little impatient there to get out of the tank. Ah, the last one, because we have new crates. Another crate here. Stupid drones. You never funnel yourself into a tight quarters corridor like that when there's a maniac with a shotgun running around. Obviously they were attracted to that doorway there by the sounds of me blasting their barriers down. Additional security drones powering up. Codex entry and a little free experience just for examining one of those data ports. And we'll go ahead and pop a Metagel there, just heal everyone up. burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your hard suit's heads-up display interprets it as a series of zeros and ones. If anybody who does know binary wants to translate that for us, 0101000100010000101000101000000. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Specialization class achieved. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents on the squad screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over to your specialization class. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you gain with each rank in your specialization class. We have two choices, Shock Trooper or Nemesis. Nemesis is a biotic specialist who uses mass effect fields to inflict heavy damage against opponents. Increases duration and damage for all biotic abilities, improves warp, improves lift. Shock Trooper, highly trained killing machines. Shock Troopers excel in all combat situations. Increases health, increases damage protection. Improves the immunity or barrier ability, and improves the adrenaline ability. We're gonna go Shock Trooper. That fits more in line of how we've been playing so far. So let's go ahead and check out the squad. With Shock Trooper, we can now proceed forward. Still provides Vanguard talent bonuses, increases health by 4%, damage protection by 6%. And we have our first point in it. We have our new category to work towards. Let's see, I was working on medicine for Caden. And assault rifles for Ashley. They do not get specializations. Now, we'll be back when we're out of the complex. Or, nope. We've done this all so far on camera, so we're gonna keep going on with it. If you're running with your weapon drawn, you get a visual on your stamina bar. I do believe that is new with the Legendary Edition. This whole fancy display right in the center of the screen is new as part of the Legendary Edition. Okay, there's nothing else out here, so I'm going to survey a few more points of interest on Luna that I don't think are as Easter egg ridden as the CCCP Luna 23 probe wreckage there. So we'll be back when we're ready to board the Normandy. And we are back. Both the other locations of interest were just 4 more Alliance turrets apiece. And that had not been shut down by taking the VI offline. So now let's return to the Normandy. I had forgotten that that was how we got the next 6 levels of our class skill. Now, there's one more area we do need to go for one more bit of side content. No debriefing with Hackett after leaving Luna. And we can see a little bit about Earth. The current population is 11.4 billion in the year 2183. The population of the L4 and L5 space stations, the 2 main stations in Earth orbit, is 250,000. It orbits at a distance of 1 AU from the Sun, has a day length, well, year length of 1 Earth year, a radius of 6,378 kilometers, a day length of 23.9 Earth hours. Yes, that's right. The reason why we have a leap day every 4 years is because a day is not quite 24 hours. Atmospheric pressure, 1 Earth atmospheres, and surface temperature, 23 degrees Celsius. I was thinking either 23 or 21. I don't know for certain because I'm American and America does not use the metric system. Now, back to the Citadel is our last destination. Now we'll be back when we're at our actual destination on the Citadel. Oh, what business do we have on the Citadel, you might ask? Well, Mr. Conrad Werner is back. He shows up at this spot in between each mission. So, let's talk to him.
Commander Shepard, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home. And your grace and skill have inspired a whole legion of admirers, too. Hey, can I get your picture?
I don't have a problem with it, but why?
Are you kidding? Nobody will believe that I talked with the beautiful Commander Shepard unless I get a picture. Just hold up your gun. Perfect. Thanks again, Commander. I'm gonna hang this in my living room. My wife will love it.
Yeah, Conrad's kind of an odd duck. And with that, there's one more stop we're gonna go to before ending the episode. We'll be back when we're there, as per usual. And our next and final destination for this episode is staring creepily at Tally. No, just kidding, it's talking to Tally. Because you see, we completed a side quest, or side mission, involving the Geth in UNC Geth incursions off camera. That leads into Tally's personal quest, Tally and the Geth. I do believe Tally and Rex are the only characters off the top of my head that do have personal missions. We've already completed Rex Family Armor. I kind of stumbled into it off camera by accident. And hadn't saved in a while, so I couldn't exactly reset, but at the same time, Rex Family Armor is not as of much importance as Tally and the Geth is. Rex Family Armor, all the benefits that can be gained from completing it can also just be gained from either being a really good person and getting 8 levels of Paragon, well, 8 levels of Charm, or being a really bad person and getting 8 points in Intimidate. Now, Tally.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Seren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Seren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
That was just a quick little thing there, but that is a very important thing to solve, as Tally's pilgrimage is, as you may have guessed, a big, big deal to the Quarians. Rex's was a bit more stumble upon a pirate base with Rex in the party. Rex recognizes the pirates, decides to shoot everything up, and reclaims some armor that was taken from his family at the end of the Krogan rebellions. Now, while we won't be landing this episode, we will be showing off our next main story destination, as that is everything side content-wise to take care of here. I mean, we physically can't do anything more except, well, except go after the DLC mission, which is high level. We might be high enough level for it now, but we're gonna do it just a little bit later. Well, at very least after Novaria and Pharos. And indeed, our next location and where we'll be landing next episode is Novaria. Novaria is a small, frozen terrestrial world barely habitable by conventional definitions. It is privately chartered by the Novaria Development Corporation, who lease out labs to perform research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere. Given Novaria's unique situation, it is a source of many wild conspiracy theories. Colony founded in 2163, population of 361,400, and the capital of Port Hanshan. It orbits 0.9 AU, or astronomical units, from its parent star, and orbits it and completes one orbit in 0.9 Earth years to match. Radius of 5,656 kilometers. Day length more than twice as long as a day on Earth, with 52.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure is 0.87 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature -1 degrees Celsius. And surface gravity 0.81 Gs. So, roughly 4/5 the gravity we have here on Earth. And with it orbiting slightly closer to its star than we do to our star, we can tell that Novaria's parent star has lower radiation output than our star does. Now with that whale pod, this is where we're going to leave this episode of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I hope you did enjoy this episode, and do remember to like, comment, and sub the channel if you have not done so already. Do help me feed that YouTube algorithm so my videos can reach a wider audience. Now, with that said and done, I hope you all are having fantastic days, Whale Pod. Remember to stay cool, stay classy, and most importantly, stay healthy. But until next time, this is Commander Whale signing off.